In Puerto Rico, Condado neighbors recently knocked down a fence in a park during a recent protest. Now, the park has been the center of much controversy after its recent sale of to a private corporation. Francis Felix takes us there.
Citizens who held a demonstration knocked down the fence that prevents the entrance to the park Borinquen that was sold to make an apartment building months ago in the Condado area. Videos have circulated through social media in which people are observed trying to remove the fence during the protest called Bombazo to demand that the park be preserved for the enjoyment of the community. It was informed by the police that a denounce was made for vandalism. For Charlotte, a Condado neighbor who participated in the protest, this act was an additional action of the people to express their frustration.
As a member of the community of Condado, I thought it was a really powerful moment to see so many community members come together to the rhythm of the bomba drums to take back this park that was illegally sold, to tear down a fence that was illegally installed. That fence should never have been there. The community should have had access to this public space. And watching that happen was a powerful moment of people expressing frustration not just with what is happening here in this community, but what is happening in communities across Puerto Rico where public spaces are being privatized. Public spaces are being lost and taken away from everybody to give to a few. And I think people are tired of that.
Recently, it was informed that Miguel Romero, mayor of San Juan, went to the court of first instance to claim ownership of the park.
I think this was a very responsible action of the municipality. The community was the one who discovered that this park was sold illegally and who raised those concerns. And at first, the municipality tried to distance themselves. So I'm very pleased to see that they have changed their tune, that they responsibly investigated and learned through that process what the community had been saying. This park did not even belong to DTOP. They did not have permission to sell it. It was illegally sold, and this park has been in use by the community for over 40 years.
Residents of the Condado, Machuchal, Alois Street communities filed a lawsuit with which they seek to cancel the sale of the park.
Community members, including myself, have joined in a lawsuit against both the Department of Transportation, the company, the group properties, as well as the municipality to basically fight against the illegal sale of this park. And that lawsuit has now been filed, and we're waiting for the legal process to take its course so that we can provide the evidence that we have that this was illegal, that this should never have happened, that this park, again, has been in use. This park has been in use by community as a park for over 40 decades, and that this park is the property of the municipality of San Juan.
Reporting from Condado, Puerto Rico, Francis Felix.
All right, thanks so much, Francis. In the meantime, exciting news for air and marine operations in Puerto Rico. That says ground just broke on a brand new facility on Ponce. After their first location was destroyed in the 2020 earthquake, this comes as much welcome news to local officials, part of the air and marine operations. When it's all finished, the new facility will be fully modernized with state-of-the-art communications and security features, operating and administrative spaces, a fitness center, and training areas. Now, the lot will also feature a pier, a boat ramp, and even a boat maintenance bay to help facilitate the operation of the 41-foot safe boat. Work is said to be complete on this one come 2024. Well, switching gears now as monkeypox continues to spread globally and in the Bahamas, reporting their first case. Our Deandra Hamilton brings us more from the Bahamas when it comes to where things stand with the possible monkeypox vaccine.
Monkeypox is moving rapidly through the Americas, with this part of the world accounting for many of the new cases.
5,300 monkeypox cases have been reported across 18 countries and territories in the Americas, the majority being in the United States, Canada, and Brazil. To date, no deaths of monkeypox have been reported in our region.
A press conference with the Pan American Health Organization reminded that monkeypox has been labeled more severe, a public health emergency of international concern. That label is being taken seriously by the Bahamas, where a returning resident from the UK tested positive for the disease some weeks back. The Minister of Health, Dr. Michael Darville, gave a rundown of measures in the Bahamas.
Necessary training at our national reference lab, and so we're able to test for monkeypox in country, and that is a great accomplishment. Secondly, we are in negotiation with PAHO as it relates to vaccines for monkeypox. But it's important to note that vaccine for monkeypox will not be like vaccine for COVID. It will be administered to those who are at high risk. And lastly, we have been working seminars with the tourism sector at our hotels. And this week or early next week, we will be dealing with immigration and customs, who are also at risk, to be able to identify cases.
Meanwhile, PAHO says daily updates are going out to member states, and while monkeypox continues to be cited as prevalent among men who have sex with men, there is a warning to watch out for stigma.
I want to caution countries about the potential for stigma, homophobia, and discrimination that can impede our public health responses.
DeAndre Hamilton reporting.
All right, thank you for that report, DeAndre. Meantime, the Ministry of Health in Antigua and Barbuda is reminding the public to remain on high alert for COVID-19 and monkeypox as carnival festivities intensify. The health officials there issued a set of guidelines aimed at keeping carnival goers safe this festive season. It says COVID-19 still remains a threat to everyone. Since March of 2022, the number of COVID cases has increased globally and in Antigua and Barbuda. In addition to the ongoing pandemic, as we reported earlier this week, the World Health Organization has declared monkeypox a public health emergency of international concern. The current carnival celebrations in Antigua and Barbuda include mass gatherings that can facilitate the spread of COVID and monkeypox in the Twin Island state. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Rhonda Sealy-Thomas urged citizens that if they are experiencing any symptoms of either disease to avoid attending physical gatherings and follow the advice provided by the health ministry.
We want persons to be aware that COVID is still a pandemic. We still have cases in Antigua and Barbuda, and we want persons to remain vigilant and protect themselves and others. If you're ill, if you have symptoms of COVID-19, fever, cough, you should stay at home and not mix with persons. You should wear a face mask as if you can, depending on the situation. And we're also asking persons as much as they can to distance themselves from persons when they can. We would have issued something on monkeypox. That's another viral disease. It's spread by close contact, hugging, kissing, and also from respiratory aerosols. So persons, some of the same things that we put in place for COVID-19 or advised for COVID-19, we're encouraging people to do the same things. Avoid close contact, wear a mask if you can, avoid hugging and kissing persons, avoid sharing utensils, clothing, drinks. Those are things that will facilitate the spread. In addition to that, persons should also get vaccinated. Going back to COVID-19, we still have vaccines available. We have Pfizer that's expiring, so encouraging persons to get vaccinated and get their boosters.